In today's episode, I'm going to show you guys how to make really delicious and super easy New Year's cocktails. We're going to make them with fruit coulis, so we're going to need 2 large mangoes, we're going to need 10 ounces of either fresh or frozen raspberries, and we're going to need some strawberries for garnish. And then for this episode, I'm using Prosecco, but you guys feel free to use champagne or any non-alcoholic sparkling juice such as grape juice, apple cider, or I even tried this with peach juice and it tastes delicious. We're also going to need some tall champagne flutes. To start, we're going to prepare our mango coulis, and a fruit coulis is simply fruit pureed and then strained through a fine mesh strainer to remove any impurities or fibers. So I'm going to peel and dice my mango and then place it into a food processor, and I'm going to puree it until it's really nice and smooth. This is a really simple and easy technique for cutting mangoes. You're just going to cut the fruit on the inside with the skin on. And once you do that, you're just going to invert the fruit, and then we're going to take a knife and just cut the fruit away from the skin. This mango fruit coulis looks delicious. So once you have it pureed, you want to set up a fine mesh strainer over a large bowl, and you want to strain the fruit just to remove any fibers or impurities. I'm going to take a spatula and just press it through the strainer. Once you've strained your fruit through a fine mesh strainer, you want to go ahead and discard any of the impurities that are left over, and the resulting product is going to be really nice and smooth. And we're going to set the mango coulis aside, and we're going to prepare the raspberry. And now for my raspberry coulis. I'm using a 10-ounce bag of frozen raspberries here, and since raspberries tend to be a little bit tart, I'm actually going to combine this with 1/4 cup of sugar. I'm going to place the raspberries into a small saucepan. I'm going to add my 1/4 cup sugar. I'm going to bring my raspberries over to the stovetop, and we want to heat them on a medium heat just so the strawberries will thaw and the sugar will start to melt. And I usually simmer for about 5 to 6 minutes. Then you want to let it cool, and then we'll place it into our food processor and prepare our coulis. You want to let your raspberries cool just a little bit, and then we're going to place them into a food processor. I'm just going to puree these just for a few seconds, and then we're going to place them through a fine mesh strainer just as we did the mango. My fruit coulis is ready, and now we're ready to assemble our drinks. We want to pour our Prosecco into our champagne flutes. When you pour champagne, you want to hold the glass at an angle. Now we want to add anywhere from 1 to 2 tablespoons of our fruit coulis into our champagne. And I use a long teaspoon just to make the process easier, and then it also works for stirring it. We want to use our long spoon to give everything a quick stir and incorporate the champagne with the fruit coulis. You can also garnish your glasses with some strawberries or some twists of lemon or orange. You want to prepare these drinks as people are drinking them at your party, just so that the air bubbles don't dissipate. I'm going to give this one a try. I love that rich mango flavor, one of my favorite fruits. And these drinks are great because they're like mimosas, except you don't have that watered down effect of when you add the juice and the champagne together.